Hi, may I know your name?
Aparajita Zulshi,
And where do you stay?
Kalkaji.
How old is your child?
My child is 3.5.
So what kind of an institute or classes were you looking for him?
So I just got back from the US actually, and my child had not was going to daycare there. So when I came here, I was looking for a small and how would I put it, like a cozy environment for my child. I did not want to put my child into a big school right away. And also my sister's son was, he was I think the first kid to join this institute. So, and she had had very good experience with it.
Okay.
So that was my reason for sort of coming here. And so like I said, I was looking for a small cozy environment with a high teacher-student ratio.
Okay.
And with not too much emphasis or with as little emphasis as possible on structured learning, which is I didn't want my child to start learning the alphabet or start learning, math or anything. I just wanted her to play in a nice, cozy environment.
So you were looking for a play school which could give more of a exposure to different things rather than just being a structured learning institute.
Sure, not just that, but also in a sort of how would I put it? In a loving environment. I find the environment here very loving, very caring, and very attentive to the child's needs. And so I mean, of course, I wanted that the child be exposed to all kinds of different activities, but I could have got that in other schools. But also, the other reason the other thing I wanted was a lot of outdoor space, which I did not find in some of the other play schools
So
that I looked at.
which other play schools did you consider for her?
Only one actually, Exceed. It's actually much closer to where I live. And I liked everything about that school, but it didn't have as much open space, and I wanted that for my child. And it's a little difficult to get that in a place like NCR because there's it's high property. I mean it's expensive property area, but this is the best I could find.
So what actually made you choose Prakriti as the play school for your child?
So I had heard good things about it. I came here, I found the atmosphere very warm, welcoming. I like the fact that they let the child transit, because we had just come from the States, so everything was new for my child. So I like the fact that they let the child transition into a new environment at the child's own pace. And so, which means that, I hung around the school and I hung around, I stayed the whole time with my child. And they were encouraging, but at the same time, they were not forcing anything on the child or the parent for that matter. And sorry, what was your question again? I don't want to go off track.
No, the question was what actually made you choose Prakriti?
Yeah, and in the beginning I started on a trial basis, and I let them know that look, I'm just back here. I don't know if I'm back for good. Right now also I don't know if I'm back for good here in India. But at the same time I wanted my child to start going out of the house and just interacting with other children in a nice, cozy, comfortable environment where there's no pressure to learn or to get involved in activity A or B or C. Just a sort of flexible, easy environment for the child. And I got that here.
Okay, so based on your experience with Prakriti, any two things that you think are the highlight of the play school, anything that you want other parents to know about, based on your personal experience with the
The two, I would say that the teachers here are very loving and caring. and I think they select teacher, and I prefer that more than the teacher's qualifications. I think it's more important for the teacher to be just very sort of loving towards the child and being attentive to the child's needs than being this sort of very learned person. So I found I like that about this place. I like the teachers, and I like the school's philosophy of sort of letting the child learn at their own pace. So, for instance, my child is now one of the oldest here. I think she's the second or third youngest amongst all. She's they did not. So they do a little bit of Hindi and math with the child, but they're not forced to do that. They let they let the child decide. You know, we are doing this. Do you want to come and join? And if the child shows interest, they will do it. If the child doesn't show interest, they will not, and they will go and play. So I really like the fact that they let the child progress at their own pace.
Right. So anything you feel that could be better with Prakriti?
Actually, I have a thing for the outdoors, so I would, one of the things, and also maybe because I've experienced, schools in the US, I would have liked even more outdoor space. I know that that's a constraint they have. They're in Noida, and this is a high, problem. But even then, I think with their outdoor space, they can do a lot more. They can make it even greener. And they can sort of have more trees around. They can maybe have a tree, a big tree where children can swing from, children can climb on the tree. Like that sort of, that's my ideal. It's not something that would take me away from Prakriti, but I think they could make it even greener than it already is.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how likely are you to recommend Prakriti to other parents?
I'd say 4. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.